with the proposed epicness that is Heaven on High, the next deep dungeon just around the corner, it's time to go back, one last time, to the Palace of the Dead. Accursed by bad luck, I have often found Palace to be rather unforgiving, let's say. So this then is a new series. Let's see how far we can get with Red Mage.
It's showtime, girls.
So here we are. We're entering Palace of the Dead. We're going to enter as a fixed party because obviously I'll be doing this solo, or at least attempting to do so. Are you sure you wish to enter with a fixed party? Well, yes, I guess. Here we are inside the Palace of the Dead. This is floor 1. Not expecting something, you know, epic to happen in this first floor. It shouldn't happen anyway, should it really? If it does, it'll be interesting. I'm going to try and get as many chests as I physically can. And we're going to be trying to use whatever abilities we have. We don't even have Jolt at this level. That's a joke. That is a real joke. But, yeah, contrary to some people's belief, I have looked at the comment section of certain videos where people have complained about my Red Mage play. So I'm actually going to try and remedy that by doing this whole thing. See if we can get to floor 200. I doubt it, honestly, in one go. But, you know, we're completely unprepared. I just want to give it a go, really. So we're already pulling in the levels. We've got Jolt finally. So what we can do is we can cast Jolt and then we get Jaw cast, which allows our next spell to be instant cast. So that's basically what we're going to have to do until we unlock anything. We've just got the Thunder actually, which is something I want to use. There we go, and then we cast Jolt, and then we cast the Thunder, and that should annihilate anything at this level. And that's pretty much all we've got as a rotation. Most of the stuff that we need, like the Cure, etc., doesn't come until a lot later. I think it's level 63 or something. Up there somewhere. It's pretty ridiculous, the level you get that. But here we go. So let's teleport up to the next floor and see what's in store. That rhymes. Why am I in Palace of the Dead? Well, with Heaven on High coming soon, I'll get this treasure chest as I go past. Ooh, Commander of Steel, we need that. So, Heaven on High is coming out soon. By soon I mean in the next month or so. And I've never completed up to floor 200. I think the closest I've got is 120 something. Which is basically... Ooh, fuck, landmine. Is basically just a little bit more than halfway, right? Floor 200 is supposed to be something epic, and we did actually have a group to do this with, and in fact we still have a group for that. Might as well pop that as well, get the Accursed Horde, which apparently is on this floor anyway. We did have a group to do that with, but unfortunately, due to certain disconnection errors on my part, Rose's part, and my other friend's part, basically we've not been able to do it, because as soon as one person leaves, the other would DC on a floor and it would break or corrupt the save file for the dungeon. So we've not actually managed to get up there. It's not difficult for us. This is not something that's super hard as a group. It's just that for some reason Chaos Data Center, or I guess it could be Ragnarok, and I've got to kill those mobs actually, haven't I? I'm not concentrating. Have serious lag issues at the moment, especially with Palace of the Dead. So I've not really had to had the opportunity to go up there. Right, let's just go up there. Oh, we got Corpor Corpse, or Cora Core. I don't know how you say that. But this is essentially a charge which initiates our melee routine, and then we're supposed to kick off of the monster we zoom into, and then do a combo of ranged abilities. However, we don't have any of that. We have like Jolt, one of the other melee abilities, the Thunder, and a charge. So it's probably best if we just dual cast the Thunder for a bit. So one of the things I'm most looking forward to in Heaven on High is the idea that all of these maps, i.e. these little rooms that are attached together, have a lot more variety from what I've seen. On the trailer, if you look, it seems to be comprised of multiple like dojo rooms. The best way I can describe it... Oh, bloody hell, silence and pacification. Well, Looks like we're meleeing for a bit, boys. Well, anyway, as I was saying, it's sort of like a dojo. The best way to describe it would be, remember Final Fantasy VII, if you've played that game, and the Wutai pagoda thing, where you have to keep fighting waves of monsters and bosses as you go up every floor. It's kind of like that. In fact, it's a lot of ways like that. You have all of these wonderful dynamic rooms that can be, some of them can be like the full size of the entirety of like Palace of the Dead opened up as to one room full of monsters. In addition to this, we also have access to new commanders that basically allow us to do summonings of Ifrit and Garuda and Titan, which have different abilities, presumably, to destroy monsters on the actual floor. The new Petrification Commander is basically anything within line of sight of your character will instantly destroy it, will petrify it, and then they'll crumble to death, instantly allowing you to go to the next floor because you've killed everything there, as long as it's, within line of sight. But on those big open rooms, the random generated rooms, procedurally generated stuff, sometimes you can have very large open dojo rooms, and you can just kill them all in one go. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing the summoning system. The evolution of commanders seems pretty good. God, a landmine, but it doesn't really matter because we're going to level up and heal every time we level up anyway. But as I was saying, it's looking to be really exciting. I think Palace of the Dead definitely had its perks. It's not something I necessarily hate, it's just something that I've spent too much time in leveling other characters. I mean, nearly every character I have, I should say job, is level 50 or above now. So, I mean, I could get them all to 60, and I guess I should be in the process of doing that. I've done a few for Heaven on High, because of course the levels will be 60 to 70, and then we'll have everything at 70, which is a scary prospect. But, I don't know, man. It's just, I'm burning out on Palace of the Dead. And a lot of people will say, well, how can you burn out on this when Heaven on High is essentially going to be exactly the same thing? I think you can say that as much as you like, but the variety and the visual changes of not being underground and seeing the sky above you occasionally is going to be a big deal for me personally. I don't know, I'm just really hyped for it. I'm one of those people that wishes that it was in a previous patch a little bit earlier so that I had something to do whilst the rest of the people progressed on Ultima. I'm just a casual noob at the moment with no static, so of course I'm going to be wanting more, aren't I? This is going really well, but we should probably speed up the footage when I come to edit this. So, as we're progressing, we're currently on floor 8, and we've just popped a Commander of Fortune. This is going to hopefully increase the amount of treasure chests that we get from monsters, but I'm still looking for those special treasure chests, and I've not really found anything. I've got plenty of damage up and damage reduction up. We've just enabled the teleportation, but I want to make the most out of these last 2 floors, just in case we can pick something extra up. We're a bit low level at the moment, so teleporting straight up there might not be a good idea. Ooh, a treasure coffer dropped from that monster. So let's kill this Yazron. Get some more stuff. And there's another treasure coffer. Can we go for 3? That would be absolutely amazing. Nope, there's only 2. What about this beetle? Will the beetle give me a treasure coffer? And nope, he didn't. And that one has a Commander of Sight, but there's no point using one on a finished level anyway, so that stays in a chest. But yeah, I am really enjoying myself in the game at the moment. I'm finding lots of little things to distract me. A lot of things, especially on reset day. It's always like Christmas every time Tuesday comes around. You hit 4 PM and you have dailies to do, you have custom deliveries to do, you have the Doman Enclave to do. I've recently got Kurenai's like dress-up game unlocked. There's obviously the reset for Ridorana Lighthouse, which has now got the Need Greed rollback, which personally I think is a really good thing. A lot of people didn't like it when I said that it was a good thing, but why were they trying to fix something that wasn't broke? I don't know. It's a discussion for another time. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the game personally. I just feel that spreading 4.3 out over so many patches is both good and bad. It's good in that basically they're making the patch last longer, and obviously when the next major patch 4.4 comes out, it's going to feel like it's a lot quicker than last time. But as a result, our punishment is to see people enjoying content that not everyone can do. And that sounds really whiny. I don't know. I just think that if they're going to bring something like Ultimate out, they needed to bring something small out at the same time. So, I don't know. 4.3, personally, I love the storyline content, the trial and the dungeon, but I don't feel that Ridorana was particularly the best alliance added. The only reason I really like Swallow's Compass is because it's fast and there's some really cool looking gear in there. It's a cool prospect, but I didn't really get much storyline from it. The Four Lord storyline wasn't that great, personally. I don't know. I liked some of the mechanical things that were featured in this, and the solo fights were fun, the solo instances, and a lot of the actual major content was fun as well in terms of mechanics. But from a storyline perspective, most things were a little bit of a letdown, apart from the main scenario. But I have to say, what saved it for me was the Namazu Beast Tribe. I know I'm going to probably get shut down immensely for talking about a Beast Tribe, but the crafting and gathering Beast Tribe is fantastic. The storyline cutscenes for that are just priceless. I mean, if you have a crafting class or a gathering subclass, you need to go and do those. I really didn't expect my favourite content in the entire patch to be a Beast Tribe. I know that sounds ridiculous, but honestly, it's that funny, and it's the first time I've actually laughed at this game openly. It was fantastic. They took the piss out of themselves. There were plenty of fourth wall breaking moments full of hilarity, and genuinely just... You just need to go and do it. Just go and do it. That's my recommendation. Don't even listen to me whining about it. Just go and try it if you can. Get a character to 60 on a subclass and just go and give it a go. Either way, this is the most prepared we can be for this boss, so I guess we gotta give it a go. And by prepared, I do mean I forgot to buy any potions with potsherds. So we have some basic potions that I acquired in here. A Moonfire Tanga, don't really think we can do anything with that. Crafting and gathering food, and all of my crafting mats that I forgot to put in my retainers. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That was my preparation for Palace of the Dead. Now, the potions, as much as we want to smirk, are high quality, so they might just do the job. I don't have the cure. This is the only set of abilities I have. I'm going to focus target this and try my best, really. Okay, let's see. I don't think there'll be any kiting needed, but we'll see. Ooh, whip crack hurts. Let's pop a potion for that. Step out of the AoEs. I mean, this isn't going to be too difficult. I am 99.99 ether pool, obviously. But, yeah. I'm not taking any chance. Okay, step out of that. The guy's health is just melting. I'm playing this probably a little too defensively. Right, let's pop a potion to be fully healed for that, which didn't really do much. Although I do have Windburn, which is damage over time, isn't it? Okay, let's do a jolt there. Get another jolt cast. Let's move out of that. Wow, was that a critical or was that the last dot tick? Ow, Jesus. Let's kite him a second, because we can have a potion back. And, wow, yeah, that heals for quite a lot. 190 is a lot at this level. Holy crap. Alright, and he's on his last leg, so let's just go ham. We don't really have anything to build that combo up, or any of the combo, but we're not going to need it anyway. And there we go. There's floors 1 to 10 of the Palace of the Dead, solo, complete. Not much of an achievement, I grant you. But we are going to be doing, hopefully, all 200 floors in this series. So it's going to get progressively more interesting as we go along. Hopefully we can do it. But if not, it gives me a good opportunity to actually chill out with you guys. You get to see a side of me that you wouldn't see, unfortunately, because I can't stream. I have a less than 1 megabyte up connection. I just wouldn't be able to stream. One day I'm hoping that my area gets better internet. But for now... you're just going to have to deal with offline videos like this. It's the best sort of representation of what it would be like if I was to stream. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time on Palace of the Dread.